Okay, so हो गया start, right? So यहाँ पे we have a diagram, a graph that was made using the experiments, different experiments that we've discussed, and in this case this is the radius in femtometers along the x-axis, and along the y-axis you have the number of charged particles inside the nucleus, right, and the charge density that we defined as the charge density rho r. Now you can see that the charge density is maximum up till a certain point and then it decreases. This is what we defined, right? When you measure the charge density with the help of different experiments, you will get the answer in terms of a probability, and this probability will be maximum up till a certain range and then its value will drop. So with the help of this we defined the radius of the nucleus. So we defined the mean radius and the skin thickness. So this graph is showing you the definition of the skin thickness. What was the definition of the skin thickness that we wrote? The difference between the maximum and the minimum. So this experiment was done for a number of elements, like for example carbon 12, nickel 58, lead 208 and so on. So you can see that in this case this is the maximum, and you go and draw another line towards the minimum, and then you measure the difference between this and you get the skin thickness. The symbol that is being used for the skin thickness is T. Small t. So please don't confuse this with time. Generally t is time, but in this particular case, again whenever you are writing a paper or an assignment or an exam, always define the symbols that you use. Okay. So the radial charge distribution of several nuclei determined from electron scattering experiments. The skin thickness T is showed for the elements oxygen, nickel and lead, or let us say for the nuclei of these elements, right? And its value comes out to be approximately 2.3 femtometers. It is in the range of femtometers, right. So there is it is almost near to this value. This central density changes very little from the lightest nuclei to the heaviest, and these okay वहाँ पे then you have the reference के वो कहाँ से उसने ये values ली हुई हैं, ठीक है. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you, and after this we can now talk about wait, हाँ जी, एक ही चीज़ है. फर्मी इज़ लाइक अ निक नेम, लाइक मैंने शुरू का जो चैप्टर दिया था ना उसमें था, फॉर एग्जांपल एक हम सिस्टम ऑफ यूनिट्स पढ़ते होते हैं ना, द नॉर्मल जो फिजिक्स में साइंस में हर जगह यूज़ होते हैं, दैट्स द एसआई सिस्टम ऑफ यूनिट्स. बट इन पर्टिकुलर फॉर न्यूक्लियर फिजिक्स हम कुछ पर्टिकुलर यूनिट्स यूज़ करते हैं बिकॉज हमें सूट नहीं करता जैसे मीटर यूज़ करना. मीटर इज़ टू लार्ज फॉर अस, हम छोटे मेजरमेंट्स कर रहे हैं, एंड मोस्ट ऑफ आर द मेजरमेंट्स वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट आर ऑफ द रेंज ऑफ फेम्टोमीटर्स. तो फेम्टोमीटर, फर्मी वॉज अ फेमस साइंटिस्ट, आपने मेरे को पहली क्लास मिस कर दी थी है ना. He was very good in nuclear physics, both experimentally and theoretically, and he was also working in this Manhattan. He got a Nobel Prize, and then he moved. He was an Italian, and then later on he moved to the Manhattan Project during the war, and वहाँ पे he was the first person who demonstrated this fission pile experiment जो हुआ था, the very famous. So उसके नाम पे फिर हमने फेम्टोमीटर को फर्मी कहना शुरू कर दिया. So there were some other units that we discussed, like for example U भी हम यूज़ करते हैं for mass units. एनर्जी की यूनिट्स हम जूल नहीं यूज़ करते मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम, हम इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट्स, एंड रादर ज़्यादा एनर्जी होती है तो देयरफॉर वी आर यूजिंग मेगा इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट्स. सो इस तरह से कुछ यूनिट्स हैं, एंड कई दफ़ा कुछ चीज़ों के लिए, कुछ टर्म्स के लिए जैसे हम देखेंगे हम CGS सिस्टम भी यूज़ कर लेते हैं, लाइक सेंटीमीटर्स, क्योंकि एक रीज़नेबल क्वांटिटी डिफाइन करनी होती है ना आपने. सो द SI सिस्टम्स ऑलवेज नहीं होते, और फिर आपकी कुछ कन्वेंशंस भी बन जाती हैं. सो दैट्स हाउ इट गोज़. ओके, so thus the number of nucleons per unit volume is roughly constant. Okay, so and this can be written as अब इसको मैं बंद कर देते हैं, राइट, हो गया हमारा काम. ओके, इतना सा हम देखना चाह रहे थे. So we can write the number of nucleons per unit volume. The number of nucleons per unit volume and is roughly constant. So, for example, this can be written as 4/3 pi r cube is approximately constant. Okay. Another conclusion is that the central nuclear charge density is nearly the same for all nuclei. So, in this case, from this equation, we have capital R is the mean nuclear radius, and therefore we can say that R cube is proportional to A, and therefore R is proportional to A raised to 1/3, and hence we can write R is equal to R naught A raised to 1/3. So, R naught is the proportionality constant. So, this will be approximately equal to 1.2 femtometers, and the skin thickness, as we just saw, is approximately 2.3 femtometers. Okay, you can take a picture of this. Well, let me also take your attendance. I have not so far taken your attendance, and today is the 5th. Okay, you can stop this video.